Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
For us, the key thing we have learned so far this year is volumes is the name of the game. That's something else you guys should not forget. And we're going to be saying that a lot. Volumes is the what? Volumes is the name of the game. Let's have a great party, have a great time, because honestly, from Monday, it's going to be a madness. Thank you guys.
A stress test is just what it is. Seeing if your systems can take on more growth. More growth usually means more pressure, right? And as an operational team, we have to be able to test that we have the right systems in place to be able to manage the growth that we anticipate is coming. So for the stress test, I wasn't really hoping for anything like crazy in terms of like, oh, this is going to be successful or not. I was just hoping to see our scorecard.
Well, I was gutted. I mean, it doesn't feel nice to actually have like all that happen, and then you guys are trending, you're getting dragged, like all kinds of things you see people saying about your teammates, and you just know that this is not the reality. Like personally, that was like very, very low for me, very disappointing.
Even though we are not just for middle class Nigerians, right? But we wanted people to really see the value it then brings to the table when it comes to food.
Doing something new for the first time is a new product with lots of promise. And at the same time, I was nervous as well because we were also going into uncharted waters. Yes, we had done some preparations, but of course, on the side of every feeling of excitement is always nervousness as well.
So first, right, that flash sales was, I'll call it a bittersweet experience first. Bitter in the sense that on a scale of 1 to 10, if I want to see how prepared we were, 7.
We planned to only do 400 orders and we ended up getting 2,900 orders. It's like over 5 times.
Going into the stress test, I was quite confident we could accomplish it because we had processes and systems in place to support our execution. And I know that we followed it right up to the T, but then we had a product breakdown.
I think we had what we call a high quality problem, and of course at the same time there's no way we were operationally ready for the amount of demand that we got. But for us it was great because internally every team member could see how all our previously unrealistic goals were super realistic.
We figured that there are still a ton of gaps for us to close. So that was my major takeaway, that we are on it, we are on the journey towards managing the growth that we want to see, towards building amazing systems that would allow us to deliver consistently, but that we're not quite there yet.
You already had like this X number of people, X number of fleets, and X number of staffs, right, in all ramifications. And at the end of the day, you needed 3x that number to fulfill all the orders that came in. So it was chaos, right? A lot of back and forth on the floor, a lot of questions being asked, like, I only have 5 portions. Why am I seeing 50 on the sheet? So everybody was asking questions and nobody could give answers to them. But one very key takeaway from that was it really showed us how we were failing. We did not know that we can actually do that number, but we did not have the systems. We did not really have much of the people, right? And we also did not have the processes that can help us match that other demand.
After like an assessment of everything available, what are the things we needed to add? What are the solutions we needed to put together, to provide the appropriate solution to like our logistics problem, because it was more of like a logistics problem than it was anything else.
First of all, we analyzed our data. We needed to know what portions of the meals that we had on that menu that people ordered, right? And then when we understood the data, taking that data, we're able to break it down through the help of the CS team, that's the customer success team, into different staggered days. to fulfill these orders. So every day we had a portion of the over 1,000 orders that came in going out.
We had a very good plan, which was to batch the orders that were left, batch them in day 1, day 2, day 3, based on location area, based on the amount of meals that we can comfortably cook a day and plate a day. And we batched it into day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, down to day 6, and we cleared it out.
So we did that. Collaboration started. The operations team, product team, executive team, we all came together to put together like solutions to automate like the different aspects of the delivery experience that were broken.
For certain things that we had to build on the go, it's only for people who know us as a brand, who have been using us, they know that we have been subscription first. And this is the first time that we're moving from a subscription-based service to saying, oh, you don't need to have a subscription, you can order us anytime. And so we had to think of how to scale those systems very quickly because we're only doing the experiment from about April. And even those experiments, they were moving at a very slow pace. It wasn't like we were seeing the growth happening just at once, right? So we had to scale and ramp up those systems very quickly. We had to redesign new systems that would at least allow us to have the food ready to go immediately those orders started coming in.
The Eden brand that everyone knows, we take responsibility. As much as we want to give people quality when things don't go our way, we take responsibility very quickly as well. So of course we put our word on exactly what has happened. I think again in the bid to just make people happy and to make sure that our customers come back and they know that we are actually for them. First of all, people were refunded their money. Everybody got their refund. So I think we were able to pull that off. We were able to turn that around very quickly because we were committed to making sure everybody in the end got their meals and even got extra for most people as well.
We started this company to make life 10 times better for people. Every time that we did not meet our promise, every time that we disappoint customers who trust in what we have said, we have to take responsibility for it. And sometimes that means me personally calling these customers to talk to them and to apologize and to also get even more feedback from their own experiences. And it's just a responsibility thing, really. Like we like to put our money where our mouth is. We like to put our actions where our mouth is too. So it was a no-brainer.
I think that presently where we are at right now, we are set up to deliver good delivery experiences, right? But good is not enough at Eden, right? We're striving for excellent delivery experiences. We want things to get into the hands of people, like food to get into the hands of our customers in record time, right? We want the experience to be smooth. We don't want any hitches or any hiccups for our customers. We want the delivery process to be seamless. We want the customer to be able to be involved in every step of the delivery without the annoyance of like Nigerian delivery riders or traffic or any of those things that cause customers to be unhappy with their delivery.
We still had, a ton of like tweaks here and there to do to make sure that all of the meals were coming out still at the right time. All of the meals were coming out in the freshest state possible, and that the shelf life that we promised for those meals, that we were delivering on those as well. So we tightened our quality assurance systems. We tightened our workflow planning as well. We made sure that it was very clear that this plan that we have was going to get us to the result that we wanted to see.
The change management is important, and then process flows are important, right? One of the key things that at the FPT and at Eden we practice is ensuring that we have our processes locked in and our process flows locked in. So based on our learnings from the internal stress test, we are going to take those learnings and implement them internally moving forward. We already implement them, but this time at a larger scale.
We want a world where every customer gets their meal under 1 hour. So what we are doing is simplifying our processes down to like the deepest root. From plating, to picking, to packing, to dispatching, to assigning, and to delivering, right? We're going to define that process again from start to finish.
The biggest thing for me is that we want to grow with our customers. I want our customers to have like front row seats, front row tickets to our improvements as a company. I want people to see that this company is not stagnant. This company is not, we're not people who have abandoned the growth mindset.
We don't made, we're starting with food. So what exactly should you expect? Just the great meals that you've been receiving from Eden Life.
It's not just tasty and early, but like it's actually nutritious and good food that is made under the best possible conditions.
On the other hand, we're coming up with a lot of like training manuals, train our riders on how to effectively use our delivery assignment system. Because figure out that because we got a number of new fleets, some of them struggled to update their deliveries in real time. And there's no way we can know if we are failing if riders are not updating in real time. So we're going to be training a lot of our fleets, a lot of our partner riders, our fleets, train them properly.
The future of homemade is flourish. I mean, we want us as a company to be able to flourish, because when we do that, it means that our customers are flourishing because of the services that they receive from us.
So you can see that when you came on day one, my delivery came in this time frame. I received, my food was this way, the packaging was this way. But by day 90, when I was making my 10th order or my 15th order on homemade, my delivery came in less than an hour, in record time.
We have much more value that we have unlocked for you, and we hope you continue to patronize us. Then, of course, to our new fans as well, we've gotten better, we've gotten bigger, and we have even much more value to unlock for you as well.
We can't flourish together if everyone is not eating the meal, so everybody has to be eating a homemade meal in some shape or form. And that's the reason why we're thinking about product offerings, you know, even our pricing, to make sure that we can move closer and closer to more people who can enjoy a homemade meal, because homemade meals are quality. Go look us up on Twitter, you see what people are saying about us as well. And then also just try the meal yourself, because the meal just promises goodness, it promises a lot of like excitement when you taste that meal.
I want people to be teeming with excitement, because they know that no matter the number of orders that come in, even if it's 10,000 orders in 10 minutes or in 15 minutes, like Eden will fulfill, and not just fulfill, you will have a delightful experience. So yeah, that's what it is for us.
Order homemade food.